The multiple choice quiz program. Okay, in this particular part we're going to create the initial main frame, set up some variables that we're going to need for the program, create a couple of question objects, and hopefully if we have enough time we'll put in the heading frame, heading label, and maybe also the question label and frame, and the instruction label and frame. Okay, so let's get started on that. Okay, so first of all we need to create the class parts of flower so that we can create the parts of flower object that was referred to in the main routine before. So I'm going to type some of this up, but quite often I'm going to just pause the screen recording and just cut and paste some code over so that this doesn't take too long just watching me do some typing and watching all my spelling mistakes and errors. Okay, so sent up to the class here was a thing called parent, which actually is the root window that was referred to root in the main routine, here referred to as parent, and self.parent so that we can refer to it anywhere we want to inside this class. Self.index, we need to be able to have some sort of way of knowing which question object we're referring to. So this is what the purpose of this index will be. Self.question number obviously refers to the question number, and we could also have used the index there and accidentally added one to it, but I think a variable question number is more transparent, that it refers to what it says, question number. Score, that's pretty obvious, that's going to be keeping track of the user's score. Okay, so as you can see I paused the video, put some code into it, and what is this doing? This is creating a list of question objects. So this is self.questions is the name of the list. Inside this you can see I've made two question objects using the supporting question class. So what's in here? Well, we need the question, we need the answer, and we need the dummies, and this is exactly what we have here. This is the first question, this is the answer, and here is a list that we're calling dummies. So notice the square brackets around that, making that a list. And then we've made another one here. So next we're going to create the main question frame, which is going to hold all the other widgets. So I will type this one up. So it's a frame object being made inside the parent window. The background I will make orange at this stage. Why such a horrible color? So that when we're making the program we can see other widgets against that background. Later on we'll change it to a better color. So the width 800 and the height I've decided I'm going to use 500 pixels. That's entirely really up to you. Okay, now what I want to do next here is I want to make sure that this frame doesn't change size when I put things into it. So we're going to use a pack propagate method. So just type that up there. So it's pack underscore propagate. And what that does, if you set that parameter to 0, it simply makes sure that the thing it's referring to doesn't change size. Or at least most of the time that's the way it works. Now let's pack this and have a look and see what the program looks like at this stage then. Okay, and pretty much what I was hoping to see, we've got a large frame inside a window and the background is orange, and that orange is coming from the main question frame. So you can see the size of it on the resolution of the screen that I've got. Now we'll just put one other thing here in this part of the video, and that's going to be the heading frame and label. Okay, so as you can see here, I've paused the video and put some code in. So what's happening here, we're making a heading frame, and that is going inside self.main question frame. Made the background blue so it stands out against that orange. The width, want to make sure that's the same width as the main question frame, and the height, enough height so I can fit the label in. And this is a little bit of trial and error sometimes, just to work with the number of pixels that you think you might need, and then adjust it if that doesn't suit. Pack propagate, same thing. I don't want that frame resizing, or sorry, the things that I put inside it resizing, and the heading frame I've packed. So let's have a look at that, see how that looks. Okay, there we go, not too bad. The frame's jammed right up against the top there of the window. Let's say we want a little bit of space between the top of this frame, heading frame here, and the main question frame. So hopefully you remember how to do that. Yes, that's right, we're going to use some pad Y, and I'll set that, not there, wrong place, set it down here to pad Y5. So remember, that's outside the frame. And let's have a look at that again now after we've saved, and pulling that over so you can see it. You can see there's a bit of room now at the top that you can see. There's also a bit of room at the bottom. Don't forget that goes for pad Y, that 5 pixels at the top and also down the bottom. Okay, I'm going to stop this particular part here, give you a chance to get this done, and then we're going to put in the actual heading label, the question frame, and the instruction frame and label, and then we'll look at the button that's going to go in the middle of the screen next.